far less of an impact, as Amelia Beckett reports.
Inside this factory near Spalding, it takes a lot of power to keep this production line turning. These onions make up a quarter of those supplied across the UK. But outside, that power could soon be transmitted through an 87-mile network of pylons, which Director Roberts says would cut right through the ground that grows them.
Our biggest concern really are twofold. One, a pylon in the middle of a field. If you imagine trying to cultivate that field with a tractor, you're then having to stop and go round, which is causing increased cost all the time. But I think maybe from the food security point of view is our biggest concern. We need every inch of land that we possibly can have.
Under current plans, a network of pylons would be built from Grimsby in the north to Walpole in the south. The National Grid says they're essential to help transmit electricity generated in offshore wind farms. But campaigner Andrew says they could run the cables under the sea rather than on land.
They won't have to make separate connections on land. They can plug into the integrated grid out at sea. It's the way that they're doing it in Ireland, they're doing it in Holland, they're doing it in Denmark. They don't favour masses of pylons. They're going for this integrated grid.
An idea the leader of East Lindsey District Council says should be considered.
In East Lindsey, we have a particular concern about our tourism industry. Over £500 million generated each year. And this basically cuts a swathe between the coast and our wonderful Lincolnshire Wolds. And it will be a scar that we will have to live with for generations. So we really want to make sure that National Grid look at all the options.
The National Grid says those plans would cost more than 4 times the predicted £1 billion pylon plan.
Because the cost of network upgrades such as this do go onto all of our bills, government expect us to bring forward proposals that keep costs as low as possible, but also strike a balance and have regard to the environment as well. So we're inviting everybody's feedback, and we'll be carefully reflecting on all of the feedback that we receive.
The government told us that developers must consider those views and environmental impacts, but without onshore networks, net zero will be harder to reach. But farmer Tabitha says Lincolnshire is not the place to build them.
It's going to ruin everything that Lincolnshire's known for, like the wildlife, the tourism, businesses, everything. It's going to go right through everything, and everything's just going to be ruined.
She's now urging people to sign her petition against the plans, while a consultation will run until March the 13th. The National Grid says these plans are far from final, but until they are, it's clear the power struggle here is only just beginning. Amelia Beckett, ITV News, Malton.
Next to the traders at Moore Market in Sheffield.